Namo Namaha. Welcome back, students. Our today's topic of discussion is pratyayaha, that is suffixes. A letter or a group of letters which is added at the end of a word and which changes the meaning of the word or the way it is used is called pratyayaha. Pratyayaha is considered to be one of the very important parts of Sanskrit grammar. This year you are going to get introduced with different kinds of pratyayaha. So let's see the classification of pratyayaha. There are three main kinds of pratyayaha: krudantaha, taddhitaha and stri pratyayaha. Krudantaha are the pratyayas which are added to the roots or dhatus to derive nouns, adjectives, adverbs from them. Some examples of krudanta pratyayaha are twa, lyap, tumun, shatri, shanach, kta, tavatu, etc. The next one is taddhitaha. The pratyayas which are added to any word except dhatuhu are called taddhit pratyayaha. It means these pratyayas are added to the nouns or pronouns or adjectives or adverbs. Some examples of taddhit pratyayaha are matup, twa, thak, tal, etc. And when a masculine noun is to be changed into feminine, then stri pratyayaha are added to it. The examples of stri pratyayaha are tap and neep. So there are three different kinds of pratyayaha: krudantaha, taddhitaha and stri pratyayaha. Students, this year you are going to get introduced with taddhitaha and stri pratyayaha. As per the revised syllabus prescribed by CBSE, you are going to learn two taddhit pratyayaha, matup and twa pratyay, and one stri pratyayaha, that is tap. Let's get started with the very first one, that is matup pratyayaha.
Matup pratyay is used to express the meaning one has something or one possesses something. The meaning expressed by the pratyay matup is yuktaha, asya asti or asmin asti. It means it is used in the sense of possession or belongingness. Let's try to understand it with the help of some examples. शक्तिमान जनः रक्षति सर्वं. बुद्धिमान नरः विचारशीलः भवति. धनवान मनुष्यः दानेन शोभते. गुणवान जनः यशः प्राप्नोति. In these sentences, the words Shaktiman, Buddhiman, Dhanavan and Gunavan are the examples of matup pratyay forms. Shaktiman means powerful, the one who has power or strength. Buddhiman means intelligent person, the one who has intelligence. Dhanavan means the one who has money, that is a rich person, and Gunavan means the one who has virtues. All these words with matup pratyay are expressing the sense of possession or belongingness. The next important point is forms with matup are used as visheshanani, that is adjectives. It means these forms agree with the qualified noun in lingam, vachanam and vibhaktihi. Let's try to understand it with the help of some examples. Buddhiman narah, buddhimati mahila. As you can see, the form of the word with matup pratyay has got changed as per the lingam of the qualified noun. Dhairyavan sainikah, dhairyavantah sainikaah. Here, the word sainikah is used in ekavachanam, so dhairyavan is also used in ekavachanam. Sainikaha is in plural, so the form dhairyavantah is also used in plural. It means the forms of matu pratyay get changed as per the vachanam of the qualified noun. Kirtiman nrupah, kirtimatah nrupasya. The word nrupah is used in prathama vibhakti, so kirtiman is also used in prathama. Nrupasya is in shashti vibhakti, so kirtimatah is also used in shashti. So here the visheshanam is changing the form as per the vibhakti of the qualified noun. Thus we can say that the forms with matu pratyay, they change as per the lingam, vachanam and vibhakti. Now let's see how these adjectives are formed. When we add matu to any word, we actually do add mat or vat to it. If the word is ending in a vowel other than a or a, then mat is added to the word. Let's see some examples. Buddhi plus matup. Here the word buddhi is ending in e. It is ending in a vowel other than a or a. So mat is added to it and we get the word buddhimat. Shri plus matup. The word Shri is ending in long E, so mat is added to it and we get the word Shrimat. Anshu plus matup. Anshu is ending in U, so the form that we get is Anshumat. Vadhu plus matup. The word Vadhu is ending in long U, so the form that we get is Vadhumat. Go plus matup. The word go is ending in O, so the form is Gomat. I hope you have understood it. If the last letter of the word is one of the letters A, or S, or first four letters of any class, then mat is replaced with vat. I'll repeat. If the last letter of the word is one of the letters A, or halant S, or first four letters of any class, that is Kavargah, Chavargah, Tavargah, Tavargah and Pavargah, then mat is replaced with vat. And if the second last letter of the word is A or halant M, then mat is replaced with vat. The second condition is, if the second last letter of the word is A or halant M, then mat is replaced with vat. Let's try to understand it with the help of some examples. Guna plus matup. Here the word guna is ending in A. So vat is added in place of mat and we get the form gunavat. Phala plus matup. The word phala is ending in A. So again vat is added to the word and we get the form phalavat. Bala plus matup. Can you guess the form? It is balavat. Vidya plus matup. The word vidya is ending in A. So vat is added to the word and we get the form vidyavat. Shraddha plus matup. The word shraddha is also ending in A. So the form that we get is shraddhavat. Let's see some more examples. Nabhas plus matup. Here the word nabhas is ending in halantasa, so vat is added to the word and we get the form nabhasvat. Yashas plus matup. The word yashas is also ending in halantasa, so vat is added to it and we get the form yashasvat. Kim plus matup. The word kim is ending in halantama, so vat is added to it and we get the form kimvat. Vidyut plus matup. the word Vidyut is ending in halant ta. Ta is a class consonant. Ta, th, the, n. It is the first letter of the class, and that's why what is added to the word and we get the form Vidyutvat. Atman plus matup. The last letter of the word Atman is halant na. Na is not one of the first four letters of the class. Ta, th, the, na. It is the last letter of the class. In this case, we have to refer to the second last letter of the word, and that is a. The second last letter of the word Atman is a. And as per the rule, if the second last letter is a, then vat is to be added to the word and we get the form Atmavat. I hope you have understood it. Here are some other important forms. Lakshmi plus Matup, the form is Lakshmivat. It means a wealthy person. Dhanush plus Matup, the form is Dhanushmat. It means an archer or the one armed with a bow. Garut plus Matup, the form is Garutmat. It means an eagle. Kakud plus Matup, the form is Kakudmat, and the meaning of the word is a mountain. Students, here the words Lakshmivat, Garutmat and Kakudmat are the exceptions to the rules that we have seen. The word Lakshmi is ending in long E, but what is added to it? Similarly, Garut and Kakud, these two words are ending in halant ta and the respectively. Ta and the are the class consonants and they are from the first four consonants of the class. Still, mat is added to these words. I hope you have understood the concept.
Thus, we have seen how Matu Pratyaya is added to different words. Students, when we add Matu Pratyaya to any word, we get the Moola Rupam or the original form of the word. But when we want to use this original form in sentences, it has to be declined like some other word. So let's see how the forms with Matu Pratyaya are declined.
Buddhi plus Matup is Buddhimat, Guna plus Matup is Gunavat, Yashas plus Matup is Yashasvat. Buddhimat, Gunavat and Yashasvat are the Moola Rupani, that is, the original forms of the words. And these forms are declined like Bhavat in Pulling, Nadi in Striling and Jagat in Napunsakaling. It means the Prathama Vibhakti forms of these words will be ending in Man or Van in Pulling, Mati or Vati in Striling and Mat or Vat in Napunsakaling. Let's see the Prathama Vibhakti forms of these words. The forms with Matu Pratyay are declined like Bhavat in Pulling. The forms of Bhavat in Pulling are Bhavan, Bhavantau, Bhavantah Prathama. Buddhimat will be declined exactly like Bhavat and the forms are Buddhiman, Buddhimantau, Buddhimantah Prathama. In the same way, the forms of Gunavat are Gunavan, Gunavantau, Gunavantah Prathama. In feminine gender, these forms are declined like Nadi. The Prathama Vibhakti forms of Nadi are Nadi, Nadyau, Nadyah, Prathama. The forms of Buddhimati will be Buddhimati, Buddhimatyau, Buddhimatyah, Prathama. Of Gunavati will be Gunavati, Gunavatyau, Gunavatyah, Prathama. In neuter gender, these forms are declined like Jagat. The Prathama Vibhakti forms of Jagat are Jagat, Jagati, Jaganti Prathama. In the same way, the forms of Buddhimat in Napunsakalingam are Buddhimat, Buddhimati, Buddhimanti Prathama. Gunavat are Gunavat, Gunavati, Gunavanti Prathama. Thus, we can write the complete tables of these forms like that of Bhavat, Nadi and Jagat. For example, here are the forms of the word Buddhimat in Pulling. It is declined like Bhavat. In Striling, it will be declined like Nadi. The Napunsakalingi form of Buddhimat will be declined like Jagat. I hope you have understood it.
Now we are going to see how to make the use of these forms with Matu Pratyaya in sentences.
The question is, Prakruti Pratyayau Sanyojya Vibhajya va likhata. Eshah vrukshah Phala plus Matup asti. Here, Phala plus Matup is the Visheshanam of the word Vrukshah. The word Vrukshah is of masculine gender, so Phala plus Matup will also be used in masculine. And the answer to this one is Eshah Vrukshah Phalavan asti. Let's see one more example. Etau balakau Shakti plus Matupstah. Shakti plus Matup is the Visheshanam of the word Balakau. Balakau is a Pullingi Shabd and is used in Dvivachanam, so Shakti plus Matup will also be used in Pullingam and Dvivachanam. And the answer is Etau balakau Shaktimantau stah. Here is one more sentence. Gunavatyah kanyaha pathanti. Here we have to split the pratyaya from the given word. Gunavatyah is the Visheshanam of the word kanyaha. Here guna is the word to which matup is added. So the answer is guna plus matup kanyaha pathanti. Let's see one more example. Veeraha sada dhrutimantah santi. Here the word dhrutimantah is the Visheshanam of the word veeraha. And the answer is Veeraha sada dhruti plus matup santi.
So students, I hope you have understood the concept of Matu Pratyaya. Now let me take you to the next Pratyaya, that is Tva Pratyaya.
Tva pratyay is used to form abstract nouns. In Hindi, bhavavachak sangya. The forms with Tva pratyay indicate nature or quality of a person or a thing. Let's see some examples. Sagarasya gahanatvam mapaniyam na asti. Gahanatvam means depth. The depth of the ocean cannot be measured. Vanarasya chapalatvam sarve jananti eva. Chapalatvam means restlessness or fickleness. Everyone knows about the restlessness of a monkey. Guroho gurutvam varnayitum na shakyate. Gurutvam means greatness. The greatness of a teacher or a preceptor cannot be described in words. In these three sentences, the words Gahanatvam, Chapalatvam and Gurutvam are the examples of the forms with Tva Pratyaya. Now let's see how Tva Pratyaya is added to the words. When we add Tva to any word, we actually do add Tvam to it. These forms with Tva Pratyaya are declined like Phala. They are always in Napunsakalingam and Ekavachanam. Let's see some examples. Laghu plus Tva, the form is Laghutvam. Manushya plus Tva, the form is Manushyatvam. Vishala plus Tva, the form is Vishalatvam. Veera plus Tva, the form is Veeratvam. Kavi plus Tva, the form is kavitvam. Dirgha plus twa, the form is dirghatvam. Prasanna plus twa, the form is prasannatvam. Mahat plus twa, the form is mahatvam. Vidwas plus twa, the form is vidwatvam. Nrupa plus twa, the form is nrupatvam.
So students, I assume that you have understood the concept of tva pratyaya. Now we are going to see some example sentences which will help you to understand how the questions will be asked on the basis of this pratyaya.
The question is, Prakruti pratyayau sanyojya vibhajya va likhata. Vidvatvancha nrupa plus tva cha naiva tulyam. In vidvatvam, we have to split pratyaya and the word, and in nrupa plus tva, we have to join the pratyaya to the given word. The answer is vidvas plus tva cha nrupatvam cha naiva tulyam. The meaning of the sentence is, wisdom and kingship can never be compared. Parishramasya mahatvam sarve jananti. Here we have to split the pratyaya and the word, and the answer is parishramasya mahat plus tva sarve jananti. The meaning of the sentence is, everyone knows the importance of hard work. Here is one more sentence. Sama plus tva yogaha uchyate. We have to join the pratyaya to the given word, and the answer is samatvam yogaha uchyate. The meaning of the sentence is, equanimity, that is the balanced state of mind, is called yoga. Akarasya laghutvam karyabadhakah na bhavet. We have to split the pratyaya and the word, and the answer is akarasya laghu plus tva karyabadhakah na bhavet. The smallness of the size may not cause any problem in accomplishing the task. Students, observe it carefully that the pratyaya is written as tva and not tvam. Thus we can conclude, when matup is added to any word, we add man, mati or mat, or van, vati, vat to the word, and the forms are declined like bhavat, nadi and jagat. And when tva pratyay is added to any word, the form is ending in tvam, and the forms will be like that of phala.
So students, we have seen two taddhit pratyayas today, matup and tva. I hope you have understood them. Now get ready to solve some questions based on both the pratyayas.
Here is the question. Prakruti pratyayau sanyojya vibhajya va likhata. Students, you can pause the video and can think about the answers. The first question is, Sarve dhana plus matup janaha danashilaha na bhavanti. The options are dhanavan, dhanavantah and dhanaman. The next question is, Sthiratvam laghavam mruja. The options are sthira plus tvam, sthirat plus tva and sthira plus tva. The next question is, He Bala Yashaswan Bhava. The options are Yashas plus Van, Yasha plus Matup and Yashas plus Matup. The next one is, Manasaha Chanchala plus Tva Vashikaraniyam. The options are Chanchalatvam, Chanchalatva and Chanchalam. The next question is, Jnanena Manushyaha Kirti plus Matup Bhavati. The options are Kirtivan, Kirtiman and kirtimantah. And the last question is kavyasya madhuratvam rasikaha jananti. The options are madhu plus tva, madhura plus tvam, madhura plus tva. Are you ready with your answers? Let's check them. Sarve dhana plus matub janaha danashilaha na bhavanti, and the answer is dhanavantah. Sthiratvam laghavam mruja, the answer is sthira plus tva. He bala yashaswan bhava, the answer is the option G, yashas plus matu. Manasah chanchala plus tva vashikaraniyam, the answer is the option K, chanchalatvam. Jnanena manushyaha kirti plus matu bhavati, the answer is kirtiman. And kavyasya madhuratvam rasikaha jananti, the answer is madhura plus tva. I hope your answers are correct.
That brings us to the end of the presentation. I sincerely appreciate your attention today. I'll finish up saying Dhanyavadaha Punarmilamaha.